One day, you will wake up and realize no one is coming to save you. And by then, it may already be too late. There are 7 decisions every man and woman must make before 45. Not financial decisions. Not career decisions. Not relationship decisions. Stoic decisions. And here's the truth most people never hear. If you delay these choices, life doesn't punish you immediately. It waits. It lets you get comfortable. It lets you waste time. It lets you believe you're still young. And then suddenly, you wake up one morning feeling invisible, ignored, disrespected. Regret slowly crawling into your chest. Today, you're going to stop that future from happening. Stay with me, because decision number 6 is the one almost everyone gets wrong, and it ruins their life silently. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like people don't take you seriously anymore? Like your words don't carry weight? Like your dreams feel smaller than they used to? Like you're trying, but nobody notices? You give effort. You stay loyal. You try to improve. But the world doesn't reward effort. It rewards strength. And Stoicism isn't about becoming cold. It's about becoming unbreakable. Today, you're not just listening to a video. You're making decisions that will change the next 20 years of your life. So sit still. Listen carefully. And imagine the version of yourself who already made these choices. Lesson 1. Decide that your life is your responsibility. Pause for a second. Look at where you are right now in life. Your money. Your confidence. Your relationships. Your mental strength. Every one of these things is the result of one decision. Taking responsibility, or avoiding it. Stoic philosophy starts with something brutally simple. You are responsible for your life. Not your parents. Not the economy. Not your boss. Not your past. And this hurts to hear, because blaming something else feels easier. But here's the truth most people never accept. The moment you stop blaming, you become powerful. Real life example. Think about someone you know who is always complaining. They complain about money. They complain about relationships. They complain about opportunities. But nothing changes. Now think about someone else. Someone quiet. Someone focused. Someone who doesn't complain, they adjust. That person becomes stronger every year. By 45, they don't just have money. They have respect. Practical steps. Starting tomorrow morning, do this one thing. Instead of saying, I can't because of this. Say, what can I control today? Write down 3 things every morning. 1 thing you will improve. 1 thing you will stop blaming. 1 thing you will take responsibility for. Do this for 30 days. And watch how your mindset changes. Pattern interrupt. Stop scrolling in your mind. Think of 1 thing right now that you keep blaming someone else for. Got it? Good. That's the first thing you fix. Lesson 2. Decide that discipline matters more than motivation. Motivation is exciting. It makes you feel powerful for 1 hour. Discipline makes you powerful for 20 years. And this is where most people fail before 45. They wait to feel ready. They wait to feel inspired. They wait to feel confident. But life doesn't reward feelings. It rewards consistency. Emotional reality. One day you will wake up and realize something painful. The people who once respected you are now ahead of you. Not because they were smarter. Not because they were luckier. Because they stayed disciplined while you waited for motivation. And that feeling hurts more than failure. Real life example. 2 people start working out at the same time. One works out only when they feel motivated. The other works out even when they feel tired, lazy, or distracted. 5 years later, one still talks about starting again. The other looks completely different, physically and mentally. Practical steps. From tomorrow morning, wake up 30 minutes earlier. Not for social media. Not for emails. For discipline. Use those 30 minutes to do one hard thing. Work out. Read 10 pages. Write your goals. Practice silence. Because discipline isn't built in big moments. It's built in boring mornings. Pattern interrupt. Look at your life right now. Where are you relying on motivation instead of discipline? That one area is holding you back more than you think. Lesson 3. Decide that your time is more valuable than comfort. Comfort is addictive. And the world makes it worse every day. Endless scrolling. Endless distractions. Endless excuses. Comfort slowly steals your life without you noticing. Emotional truth. The scariest thing about regret isn't failure. It's wasted time. It's looking back at your 30s and realizing you had energy. You had opportunities. You had potential. But you chose comfort. And Stoicism teaches something powerful. You don't need more time. You need more urgency. Real life example. Think about someone who spends 4 hours a day scrolling. That's 28 hours a week. That's more time than most people spend improving their life. Now imagine what 28 hours of learning, working, and growing could do in 1 year. That's not small change. That's a completely different life. Practical steps. Starting today. Every time you feel the urge to waste time, ask yourself one question. Will this matter in 5 years? If the answer is no, stop doing it. Pattern interrupt. Pause. Close your eyes for 5 seconds. Imagine being 45 and wishing you had just started earlier. That image alone should wake you up. If you're still listening right now, you're not here for entertainment. You're here because something inside you knows you're capable of more. And decision number 4 is the one that separates ordinary people from unstoppable ones. Listen carefully. Because once you understand this, you will never think the same way again. Lesson 4. Decide that respect is earned through strength, not approval. Most people want to be liked. Very few people want to be respected. And this is why so many people feel ignored later in life. Because they spend years trying to please others, instead of building strength. Emotional reality. Have you ever noticed this? The more you try to please everyone, the less seriously they take you. You say yes when you want to say no. You stay quiet when you want to speak. You tolerate disrespect when you should walk away. And slowly, people stop respecting you. Not because they hate you. Because they sense weakness. Real life example. Think about someone who sets clear boundaries. They don't shout. They don't argue. They simply refuse to accept disrespect. That person doesn't beg for respect. They radiate it. Practical steps. Starting today. Say no to one thing that drains your energy. One thing. That small decision will build confidence faster than motivation ever will. Pattern interrupt. Ask yourself this honestly. Are you trying to be respected, or just trying to be liked? That answer changes everything. Lesson 5. Decide that pain is part of becoming powerful. Nobody tells you this when you're young. Pain is not the enemy. Avoiding pain is the enemy. Stoicism teaches that pain builds emotional strength. And emotional strength is what gives you power after 40. Emotional truth. Think about the hardest moment in your life. Not the easiest. Not the happiest. The hardest. That moment changed you more than anything else. Because pain forces growth. Comfort never does. Real life example. Someone loses a job. One person panics and gives up. Another person sees it as a challenge and becomes stronger. 5 years later, one still complains. The other becomes unstoppable. Practical steps. From today. When something difficult happens, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" That mindset alone will transform your life. Pattern interrupt. The strongest people you admire today didn't become strong through comfort. Remember that. Lesson 6. Decide that silence is more powerful than arguments. This decision changes everything after 40. Because most people waste years arguing, trying to prove they are right. trying to defend themselves, trying to convince people who don't care. But Stoicism teaches something powerful. You don't need to win arguments. You need to win in life. Emotional reality. One day you will realize something painful. The people who doubted you don't feel bad. The people who ignored you don't apologize. The only thing that matters is what you built while they were talking. Real life example. Two people get criticized. One argues. One stays silent and improves. 5 years later, one still talks. The other succeeds. Practical steps. Next time someone criticizes you, stay calm. Say nothing. Use the energy to improve instead. Silence is not weakness. It's control. Pattern interrupt. Think about the last argument you had. Did it actually improve your life? Or just waste your time? Lesson 7. Decide that your future self deserves respect. This is the most important decision. Because most people respect others more than they respect themselves. They work hard for others. They sacrifice for others. They stay loyal to others. But they don't stay loyal to their future self. Emotional truth. Imagine meeting yourself at 45. Would that version of you be proud? Or disappointed? Would they say, "Thank you for not giving up"? Or, "You wasted so much time"? That question alone should wake you up. Real life example. Someone saves money early. Someone delays it for years. By 45, one has freedom. The other has stress. Same life. Different decisions. Practical steps. Every night before sleeping, ask one question. Did I do something today that my future self will thank me for? If the answer is no, tomorrow must be different. Powerful climax. Listen carefully. Life doesn't suddenly become better after 45. It becomes the result of every decision you made before 45. Your strength. Your discipline. Your confidence. Your peace of mind. Everything is built slowly. And the most dangerous thing in the world isn't failure. It's thinking you still have time. Because time doesn't slow down. It accelerates. Transformation ending. But here's the truth most people never realize. It's not too late right now. Not today. Not this morning. You still have time to become stronger. You still have time to become respected. You still have time to build a life you're proud of. But only if you decide today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. If this message hit you deeply, don't just leave and forget it. Subscribe right now, because every video on this channel is designed to make you mentally stronger, more disciplined, and impossible to ignore. And more importantly, come back tomorrow morning and listen again. Because the strongest people in the world don't change in one day. They change daily. Stay strong. Stay silent. Stay unstoppable.